Alright, hello guys. Welcome to another Let's Play at CDM. I'm Drekken.
And I am Wayne. And this is the Order 1886.
1886.
Yeah.
I always get that wrong. I always thought it was 1986.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, no, really. Yeah, just, oh my god, this game looks so good. I can't get over how good this game looks.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what this is. Like, what am I looking at?
Alternate history, steampunk, Gears of War.
Isn't all steampunk alternate history, though?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think that era actually happened.
Yeah, I mean, we had the steam industrial era, but yeah, it never actually turned steampunk like what we've got here. But yeah, I am playing this game, and even though it looks like a pre-rendered cutscene, this is not a pre-rendered cutscene. This is the game. It just looks like this. It's just absurdly good looking. I think we've probably got like the reigning champion now for like best looking game of the generation for now. I mean, obviously that title will change as time passes, and I would say that the crown used to belong to Rise, but yeah, this easily takes it away.
You know, I think is interesting. I think. Am I seeing what the cover mechanic from Gears of War?
Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh. Can you hop over things too? Tell me you can hop.
Can.
Oh my gosh, the Gears of War mechanic is back. You know what is also interesting is that somehow you have chest-high things, but they're not always walls. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Because in Gears of War, there's always chest-high walls, always available randomly. But you can, can you flip over that dining table, or is that...
No, you can't flip over it.
That'd be cool if you could flip the dining table over.
I think I can hide behind it? No,
can
it
you?
won't even let me hide behind it, no.
But you can hide behind this, alright.
Alright, so...
I love the visuals here, the brooms and
I honestly have not seen a game that looked this good before.
Who made this?
I mean, I know I will say that again in the future. It's not a Sony-owned studio, although I think Sony might buy them up. They're called Ready at Dawn.
Ready at Dawn.
Yeah.
Sony, you grab that.
Yeah, and what they have previously done before actually is mostly like PSP and Vita games and ports of stuff like they did, like, you know, the God of War PSP games.
For all 20 people who played that.
Yeah, exactly. And then somehow they went from that to getting, like, you know, a full-blown AAA console game. And I mean, this looks AAA. This is just,
this is
ridiculously good looking. Oh my god.
Definitely AAA.
Yeah.
Respective. Who's our main character? Who's this?
Okay, so all of the people in this order, which is why the game is called the Order, they have taken the names of Arthurian knights or characters from Arthurian legends. So this is Galahad on the right. On the left is Igraine, except that they're spelling it with an I instead of a Y, since I guess that would be too confusing.
That's a hip steampunk way to do it.
But yeah, the proper spelling would have been with a Y, I believe, if I remember my Arthurian literature correctly. And they belong to a secret order that fights werewolves. And
wait, what?
People that like werewolves.
What?
Yeah.
This got really strange. Oh, we got a sneak-up mechanic going on here. That was interesting.
Yeah. Because according to this alternate history, werewolves and other supernatural creatures exist, and there has been a human agency that has been fighting them all the centuries. But now
which we're destroying now, I presume.
Yeah, which we're destroying now. Yeah, but you know,
I think werewolves should be able to run free. I think they should be free of persecution.
Recently, though, in the 19th century, they've gotten like a big boost in their ability to fight, thanks to the fact, werewolves. Thanks to the fact that they have recruited Nikola Tesla.
He would be the one to help them.
And he's been producing all kinds of crazy electrical weapons and other things for them. So.
You know what? Good on Nick. Yeah. I think that he finally should get his due.
That's the thing. It's like... he
didn't get it in real life, so...
Yeah, in the 21st century, it seems like Nikola Tesla is finally getting his due after being screwed over by Thomas Edison, those many years ago at the start of the 20th century. So yeah, it's nice to see that Tesla is getting more recognition.
Good on him. That's good. I think he should definitely get something out of how smart he was. And I wonder what happened to Thomas Edison.
Oh, well, you know, he went down.
Is he in this game?
As the man that invented the light bulb.
No, I mean in this alternate universe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know about whether or not he gets any airtime at all in this alternate universe.
Man, do you have other, is she just your only one, or are you going to get other squad mates?
There are going to be other squad mates later on in the game. It's just right now we're kind of playing very early on. You know,
I wonder if Epic is going to sue them for taking their mechanic.
I don't think they can. You know,
what engine is this running on?
It's an in-house engine created
Really?
by Ready at Dawn. Yeah, it's not Unreal or any of the other standard
How
stuff.
brave to make your own engine and it came out really well.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. Okay, I'll just take like, a quick walk around the environment and all that. I mean, it's like, the lighting,
Woo.
high dynamic range, all that stuff. You take a look at the characters. The anti-aliasing is just, it's nuts. I mean, like, they don't look particularly jaggy at all.
No, it doesn't.
can
The
tell,
thing
yeah,
is, like, I think it's interesting that they would choose the Gears of War mechanic to attach this game to.
And
Like,
I find one other interesting thing is that the game is actually capped at 30 frames per second.
really?
but
No
it-
60?
Yeah, but it actually moves pretty smoothly for 30, which, it's like I find a bit confusing.
Kind of thought it was 60, but
It's not, yeah, it actually isn't 60, it's 30.
so are we going to see any sort of weird gadgets here? Am I talking like pistols that come out of your sleeve and other
That
steampunky-like
will
things?
probably happen later on in the game, yeah. So, have we not cleared
I'll be honest, I don't know anything about the steampunk era or the life. Oh, is this a slow time effect? Is that what's happening?
Yep, I guess
Oh.
so.
I don't think Gears of War has that. Ooh, there you go. So hopefully we're gonna like I don't know anything about steampunk or its era or that whole subculture. So I'm hoping that this does justice. I don't like. Do you think this does justice to steampunk fans?
It definitely captures the aesthetic. We just have to see, it's like whether or not, the actual game itself is, it's like worthwhile. I mean, like that's the thing. The game has already been getting a lot of flack.
Is this part one of another part, or is this actually a complete game?
It's a complete game. The hope is that it's going to turn into a franchise, or at least the hope of Ready at Dawn is that it turns into a franchise. But it's like, as you've already observed, though, I mean, it's like it's very Gears of Warsy.
So
like
legit.
Very, very Gears of Warsy.
And we know what happened to Gears of War. We got too many of them.
Yeah, it did, no, yeah, although it did very well.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. I love Gears of War,
It's a
but I
big
think
commercial success, so yeah.
can you shoot up over the thing without having to
Yes,
without,
you can do that, yeah.
Man, yeah, there we go. Classic. Wow.
I'm doing that, so...
Well, you know what? I can tell that they obviously spent a lot of money on the visuals, and all the budget went to the visuals. They didn't have enough money to sort of make their own mechanics or the rest of the game. So...
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting question as to what it was actually that suffered the most. It's like, the game design, or... Because, clearly they wanted to do something cinematic. And in terms of, like, look and cutscenes and, presumably story,
That's the question. Is it a story? Are we seeing a bad story here? Is this what's happening? Or are we talking about... like someone mentioned length, I heard. I don't know. Are we talking about length? Is it bad?
I mean,
what are people griping about?
Yeah, there was already the infamous leak. Somebody got a hold of it early, and then they streamed the entire thing. And their total playtime was 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what to tell you about 5 hours.
Yeah. So, and there is no multiplayer. It's just a single player game.
multiplayer?
There is no multiplayer. It's just a single player game. That's it.
$70 of single player 5 hours. Watch
Of course,
several movies.
like
in that.
that's the other thing though. It's like that guy was it's like playing it, and he was just trying to get through it. He wasn't really kind of quote unquote luxuriating in the experience. So
I don't know what that
we'll
really
see.
means though. I think that a game that you pay $70+ for, or depending where you are in US, should give you a bit more than 70 hours. I think the bare minimum should be 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Like no matter what difficulty you're playing on. Like for 5 hours,
So
that's
this is one of the big debates that's going on right now. It's like it's like all over the internet. You'll see all these articles and editorials that are popping up with people raging about the cost versus the game length and how much that should matter. Blah blah blah. I mean, there are a lot of
you can beat the
opinions
game
on
within a
this.
week.
Yeah.
Less than. Like even if you played it, working full time, you could probably beat it within 3 days. That's a little terrible.
Yeah.
I know. One day we'll probably get into a debate about because I have a huge gripe against games, cost versus time investment. But I don't think we'll put it into this particular episode. So for now, let's focus on the order. Is there going to be bromance like in Gears of War? You think?
Not quite to the same extent. Although it's like comradeship is definitely one of the themes of the game.
Oh, I want to buy
Because
bromance.
he's got his whole crew, including Igraine, and then there's Lafayette.
The costumes are good though. I like
Yeah.
the overall design.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like the art design is just it's also ridiculously good. I mean it's like the lighting is very moody and atmospheric. Oh wow, we're actually going into like one of the early tube stations now. Okay, that's cool.
Tube stations, as in like subways.
Yep. Because remember, they had their start in London, and at the time they called them the Tube because the tunnels were tube-shaped. So,
terrible.
As you can see from here. So, I mean, to this day in London, it's still called, riding the tube or taking the tube. So.
Oh, well, that's cute.
Yeah. So we'll just go further down here, and it's like, oh well, okay, corridors. Corridors in a Gears of War shooter. How surprising!
Well, how else are you gonna do your wall hiding?
Yeah.
So the main is there a main central bad guy for this game? Like, other than like, yes, we have this mysterious organization that we have to beat, but is there someone leading it? I'm pulling references from Gears of War. Before there was the Queen. I don't know if is there a president of this company that we have to destroy?
Like, I don't know. I honestly haven't played far enough into the game, and since it's like a major component, the plot, I mean, is a major component of the game. Not a lot of people have been talking about what the story is like because they don't want to spoil it for everybody. I mean, the game only just came out Friday, so yeah. I mean, it's like it's super, which is another weird thing. It didn't even release on a Tuesday like most games. They saved it till the end of the week. So.
So what's so far your feeling? Would you buy this game?
My feelings are a bit weird because it's like I did actually get a chance to play it a little bit at E3 last year. My experience of it then was very strange because I was caught in a situation where it's like I was playing the game and I was waiting for it to start, and one of the developers had to come up to me and say that's not a cutscene, that actually is the game, and I was like, oh really? And then I started moving it around the way I'm doing now, and was like blown away at the time. But once I actually did sit down and start playing it, the Gears of War vibe was very, very heavy and
different than it is now, or is it heavier, or you're just saying that's what you just noticed right off the bat?
That's what I noticed right off the bat when I was playing it, was that it was very Gears of War, and I wasn't sure whether or not that was going to change. It's like as the game developed. Right now, from what little I've played of the opening, it still hasn't changed much. I mean, I still get that feeling that they were, it's like cribbing too heavily from the Book of Gears, and it's like not doing enough of their own thing. That might still, my opinion on that might still change as I get a few more hours into it. But the opening, they're playing it very safe, and they're making it very Gears, and that I don't think that's necessarily to the benefit of the game.
You don't think you don't think it's a benefit?
Well, because I mean, so many people have played Gears of War at this point. Well, okay.
Okay, this is a Sony exclusive, so I don't know how many people play Gears of War with their Sony reliant, because.
Well, yeah, I mean, like anybody that's
anybody who has cross consoles, maybe.
Yeah, or it's like all of those guys that were former 360 owners that migrated to the PS4. They'll be playing it, and it'll be like, oh, okay, this is just Gears all over.
I don't know, but people who like Gears of War like Gears of War.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think really what's going to end up happening is that, it's like the really hardcore gamers that play a lot of shooters, they're going to look at this and go, well, it's all right, but gameplay-wise, it's not exceptional. But the Call of Duty crowd that just wants a cinematic shooter, they'll probably look at this and go, oh my god, this is amazing, and they'll be blown away by the visuals, because, in all fairness, it's really easy to get blown away by the visuals.
I can see that, definitely. Yeah. I just don't know if Call of Duty people are they be the ones that are going to be most taken away by visual. Oh, there's some. Is that wall climbing?
There's a little bit of wall climbing.
Oh, we got some Assassin's Creed up in this. That's exciting. Look at that. See, that's something you don't see in Gears of War.
I mean, this they more or less.
So actually
ripped off from Uncharted, which is another PlayStation exclusive. So yeah.
And you have some sneaking mechanics, I saw, right? Yeah. You can sneak around and you can pull enemies over behind ledges and jumping.
There we go.
I don't think that's in Gears of War 2.
There's a little bit of Uncharted happening here now, obviously.
Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War. If they all had a baby, this would be the order 1886.
And just absurdly good looking, like really, just ridiculously, absurdly.
I think if your children, if your parents have good genes, you're gonna pop out a pretty good.
Wait!
baby.
Okay, we got. Oh, is this? Yes, it's happening. All right.
Oh,
we've got.
We're saving these people.
We've got our first appearance of a werewolf. Okay.
Actually, it's a half breed.
Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry, Galahad. Yes, half breed. Okay, so these guys, from what I've heard, are supposed to be pretty badass.
Damn mudbloods.
Unless he just runs away. Is he just gonna run away, or is this going to be a fight? This is turning into a bug hunt. Okay.
What?
No. Okay, that was no.
I think you have. Is that X? Is it telling you to dodge? Oh.
Yeah, X is to dodge. I guess. I'm not handling this werewolf fight very well at all.
Are we talking? Is life like Gears of War, where you where you have to make sure this thing doesn't get to 0 or fully covered and you die, or are we talking you actually have a health bar that? Oh, this guy's gonna num your face. Oh,
and
num.
I am down.
I think that's a great place to end it, as you are now dead. So I'm Drekken,
and I'm Wayne,
and this is the playthrough of Order 1886.
Okay, see you guys later.